Hello everyone, I am Shahan Laik. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Medico Shahan, and today in this video we will discuss about Sjogren syndrome. Now we are in the middle of 100 days 100 disease series where every day I will teach you one disease. So today our topic is Sjogren syndrome. So basically, what is Sjogren syndrome? What is the triad in Sjogren syndrome? Everything I will discuss in this video. What is the clinical feature? What is the diagnosis? What is the treatment? Everything I will discuss. So be with this video. First is Sjogren syndrome. Sjogren syndrome is discovered by Sjogren. So the name of the scientist is Sjogren, and he discovered it in 1933. Sjogren syndrome. What is the triad of Sjogren syndrome? Basically, you get the three important things. One is keratoconjunctivitis sicca, xerostomia, and rheumatoid arthritis. Keratoconjunctivitis sicca. What does it mean? Keratoconjunctivitis sicca means your conjunctiva of eye becomes dry. Sicca means dry. So your conjunctiva becomes keratogenous and it becomes dry. So it means dry eyes. Next is xerostomia. Xerostomia. Xero means dry. Stomia means mouth. So xerostomia means dry mouth. So xerostomia, keratoconjunctivitis sicca, that means dry eyes, dry mouth, and rheumatoid arthritis. So you will get arthritis also, and it is rheumatoid in nature. So three important triad for Sjogren syndrome: keratoconjunctivitis sicca, xerostomia, and rheumatoid arthritis. Now let us learn a terminology known as primary Sjogren syndrome. So what happens in primary Sjogren syndrome? Basically, primary Sjogren syndrome is not associated with any kind of connective tissue disorder. So if it is associated with connective tissue disorder, then it is secondary. So primary means the Sjogren syndrome which is not associated with any kind of connective tissue disorder. In primary Sjogren syndrome, you get dry eyes, dry mouth. So these two things are very important in primary Sjogren. In primary Sjogren, you get dry eyes, dry mouth. Dry eyes, dry mouth. In secondary Sjogren, so what happens in secondary Sjogren? In secondary Sjogren, you will get this disease which is associated with connective tissue. So I told you in secondary Sjogren, it will be associated with connective tissue disease. So other connective tissue disease will be associated with Sjogren, and it will be known as secondary Sjogren. Secondary means it is associated with connective tissue disease. Now basically, in what are the patients where we can find Sjogren syndrome? Sjogren syndromes are most commonly found in female patient, and their age is either 50 years or more. So minimum age is 50 years or more, you will get Sjogren syndrome. And it is more common in female patients than that of the male patients. Next, what are the clinical features of Sjogren syndrome? Basically, in clinics you have to identify, and the clinical features like xerostomia, dry mouth, rhinitis sicca. This is another symptom. Rhinitis means nose. Sicca means dryness. So you will get inflammation of the nose membrane, nasal membrane, and it will be dry in nature. So you will get dry inflammation. So this is known as rhinitis sicca. Next is vaginal dryness. You get the vagina dried. So dried vagina, vaginal dryness. Another is dry eyes. So all these are clinical features: xerostomia, rhinitis sicca, vaginal dryness, and dry eyes. Now what about the diagnosis? Basically, the diagnosis is wholly clinical. You have to understand this disease in the clinic only. But you can do certain tests, like you can do a test of rheumatoid factor, and rheumatoid factor, that is RF, is positive in these kinds of patient. So rheumatoid factor is positive in this kinds of patient. Always remember, RF positive. Sjogren syndrome is RF positive, rheumatoid factor positive. Another thing, in 80% of Sjogren syndrome patient, you will get anti-Ro or SSA antibody. Anti-Ro or SSA antibody. Very important. In 80% of the patient, you will get this. Next, what is the treatment of Sjogren syndrome? Basically, there is no specific treatment. So, specific treatment is not there. Only symptomatic management of this Sjogren syndrome is done. Only symptomatic management of Sjogren syndrome is done. No specific treatment. Like if a patient comes with xerostomia, that is dry mouth, then you will give medicine to decrease the dryness in the mouth. If a patient comes with keratoconjunctivitis sicca, that means dry eyes, you will give medicine so that you can decrease the dryness in the conjunctiva of the eye of the patient. So this is the end of this video. If you like this video, make a thumbs up and subscribe our channel for getting many more videos like this. And if you are new to my channel, please visit our playlist where we have many more videos on medicine, on COVID-19, on pharmacology, on microbiology, on other diseases. You can watch all these diseases, and please subscribe our channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.